Let's be honest, when most people think about intelligence in the animal kingdom, the lion often comes to mind first. But is that really because of their smarts, or are we just reacting to their roar, their teeth, and their reputation as kings? In this video, we'll challenge those first instincts and dig deeper into what intelligence actually means for both lions and gorillas. We'll see how our reactions are shaped by fear and spectacle, not always by reason. So before you decide who's smarter, let's set aside gut reactions and look at the facts. You see a lion, your first response might be awe or even fear. The teeth, the noise, the sheer presence, it's easy to let those things shape your opinion. But what about the gorilla sitting quietly and observing? This contrast sets the stage for our exploration. Are we judging intelligence based on who's louder or more intimidating, or is there something deeper at play? Let's zoom in on the gorilla and see what's really happening beneath that calm exterior. Video once circulated online depicting Barack and Michelle Obama as apes, a shocking and offensive image. But why does this kind of imagery have such an impact? It's because deep down our culture has long associated apes with inferiority. These associations don't come from science, but from centuries of bias and misunderstanding. Let's look at how these cultural assumptions shape our perceptions of intelligence in animals. Why do we so often see apes as symbols of inferiority? It's not just about their looks. When we compare a gorilla's eye to humans, the similarities are striking, yet the narrative has always been that apes are somehow less. This isn't rooted in biology, but in the stories we tell ourselves. Our assumptions about intelligence are often built on these cultural foundations, not on facts. On the flip side, lions have long been symbols of superiority. Their roar, their mane, and their regal posture have made them icons of power and dominance in cultures around the world. But is this reputation deserved when it comes to intelligence? Or are we just buying into a myth that's been passed down for generations? Let's explore how lions became the ultimate symbol of superiority. Belief that lions are superior didn't come from biology. In fact, the idea of the lion as the king of the jungle is more myth than reality. When we put lions and gorillas side by side, it's clear that their roles in nature are very different. The crown that we place on the lion's head is a human invention, not a scientific fact. Let's break down where this myth really comes from. You've probably heard the phrase king of the jungle. But did you know that lions don't actually live in jungles? They inhabit savannas and grasslands, not dense forests. This common misconception shows how easily myths can shape our understanding of animals. By looking at where lions really live, we can start to separate fact from fiction and get closer to the truth about their intelligence. Humans often confuse aggression with intelligence. When we see a lion hunting, it's easy to be impressed by their power and coordination. But does being loud or aggressive really mean being smart? Not necessarily. True intelligence is about problem-solving, adaptability, and learning, not just brute force. Let's look at how these qualities play out in both lions and gorillas. While lions are out making noise, gorillas are often quietly observing their environment. This calm, thoughtful approach is a sign of intelligence that's easy to overlook. Watch as a gorilla solves a puzzle, using patience and observation to figure things out. It's a reminder that intelligence can be quiet and subtle, not always loud and flashy. Gorillas are great apes, and their intelligence shines in social settings. They groom each other, play, and form complex relationships within their groups. When we compare their brains to other animals, it's clear that gorillas have what scientists call domain general intelligence. This means they can learn, adapt, and solve problems across different situations, not just in one narrow area. Gorillas have impressive cognitive skills, including long-term memory, emotional control, and observational learning. When interacting with objects, they show memory, social intelligence, and problem-solving abilities. These skills go far beyond simple tricks. They're signs of a mind that can plan, remember, and adapt to new challenges. Let's see how these abilities set gorillas apart. One of the most fascinating aspects of gorilla intelligence is their ability to use symbolic communication. This isn't about performing tricks for food, it's about understanding and using concepts. Gorillas have been observed using objects and symbols to communicate, showing a level of abstract thinking that's rare in the animal kingdom. This ability highlights just how complex their minds really are. Now that we've seen the depth of gorilla intelligence, let's turn our attention back to lions. As we watch a lion walking through the savannah, it's important to remember that intelligence comes in many forms. Lions have their own unique strengths, especially when it comes to survival in the wild. Lions are intelligent animals, but their intelligence is more specialized. They excel at cooperative hunting and spatial awareness, working together in prides to take down prey. This kind of intelligence is narrow but highly effective for their environment. Let's see how lions coordinate and strategize during a hunt. Outside of hunting and social coordination, lions show little flexibility in their behavior. They don't use tools or innovate in the way gorillas do. When a lion is resting, it's clear that their intelligence is focused on survival, not on problem-solving or creativity. This doesn't make them less impressive, it just means their intelligence is different.